guys, it's the Redstone Wizard here again, bringing in another Redstone tutorial. This time, we're bringing back one of my old tutorials. We're doing a Shulker Box Spliter. Yep. Probably, if you ask me, this is probably one of the best sorting systems in the game. The design that I have is actually made by PallaPalla from SciCraft. But I made a tutorial because he didn't have one, and I'm remaking it because, well, I can explain it better. So let's just take a quick look. I got these shulker boxes. These are the exact same items that were in the little bit of the showcase. So let's break them and let them fall in. And as you can see, let's break that just so that we can get this in here, so we can catch everything that falls. So as items go through the system, every item is going to get separated out, and when they get placed into their own little shulker box. So you will never have you will rarely, I should say, have a shulker box with more than just one item. I don't completely understand why. It's more than likely a glitch with the way that this happens, but 95% of the time I don't get any overlapping items. Occasionally you'll get something like this, but it's normal. There's something weird going on. You might have to try to look in through the hoppers and figure out what's going on. But yeah, so let's get to building this thing. I'm back, and in the shulker box we have everything we need to build a slice. Now this is a 2-wide tileable design, so you can build as many of these as you want. I usually would only ever need 4. But yeah, let's get to look at what we need. We need 12 hoppers, 8 sticky pistons, 2 regular pistons. I recommend bringing just a stack of redstone because, yeah, you're going to drop some, and yeah, just have it on hand. 1 redstone block, 5 redstone torches, 8 repeaters, 8 comparators, 2 droppers, 2 dispensers, 24 observers, 1 slime block, 2 immovable blocks. I do recommend using jack-o'-lanterns because of the light, and I'll get a couple extra lights just because. 1 trapdoor. It doesn't actually have to be a trapdoor. You can use something like a redstone lamp if you need to, but just something to activate a piston. 4 blocks of packed ice, 2 cauldrons, 3 slabs, a infinite water source, and some blocks to build with. I recommend 3 of them be glass, 1 gravity affected block. I have 2 iron bars. You don't have to have the iron bars. You can actually use glass or even fence posts or even slabs on top, but it's for the water stream we will be building. 1 random item and 21 named items. Yeah, it could be any 21 named items you want, and a bunch of shulker boxes. So let's gather everything up. We'll just break that and let's get to building. So first thing we want to do is determine where we want it to go. So let's go right here. Place 2 blocks. Place your 2 ice blocks because we need those to go there. Then I'm going to place a temporary block, hopper, because these hoppers are going to go into wherever storage you want. Crouch, place 1 going down, and you don't have to use, you can use any block that you want, which I'm going to, and we need to block that off. And let's get these here, and let's add the glass. and we make it into that shape. Now, next thing is we need our observers. So dig down to right here because we need to get right up in here. Crouch place your observer going down. You know it's going down when you stand on top of it and the face is there. Let's just fill that in. One going there and one going there. Now let's continue on and get onto the circuit. So we're going to place a block up and a block down. Another block up, we'll break that, and we'll get our removable blocks. Place one there and one there. And back to this, and we'll place one up. There we go. Now get our sticky pistons and place one right there. We're going to break these two here. You can place the movable blocks if you want there, or you can leave them open. That the choice is up to you. For lighting purposes, jack-o'-lanterns always work great. And then we're going to get onto the circuits. So first thing is we're going to place a repeater, leave it on default. Come over here, place a repeater, set it to 2 ticks, and a redstone torch there. Get your comparators, which I have in my inventory already, and place one right there. Get a dust, place it there, and we will go right there with a repeater set to 2 ticks and a torch. Then over here we'll get our observers back. So much easier when I do it this way. Off of that repeater we need to place an observer. Make sure that it stays on 1. Come over to this side. We'll break this block temporary because it's so much I should have had you guys do that earlier. And we'll place a repeater going and an observer going that way. Get your regular pistons and place it there. There we go. Now this is part of the main circuitry. So now let's continue going down because we have this, because what happens is this torch locks this hopper. So this hopper is inactive. It's not pulling anything. It's not going to do anything. So we're going to put a temporary block up here, get a dispenser out, and place it on the side. We don't need that block anymore. Get a temporary block and your hopper and going right into it and break it. And there we go. That's there. All items are going to go into here unless it's a non-stackable, which is what we're going to continue working on next, which then will come down here. So from here we need to put another dust. We need to get our slime block out, place it here, get a block, place it on top with an observer that is going down, and with a sticky piston that is coming right there. We need to build a temporary block going up, put one above it, and put an observer going down. You can break that block and bring the observer, bring that back. So what happens here is this will reset the system. It will allow an item to pass through. It pretty much just resets the system. So from here we need to put a block up, a block on the torch, and get your slabs out and place it right there. Dust with a comparator, which we have one right over here on top of this block. We need to block it up. We need to put a block up, add another dust. from here, take your comparator again, and along the line, right here on this set of dust, if you don't place the dust yet, you have to place a block, but on that dust, place an observer going backwards, so it is in line with this one right here. Place a block on top of that dust so that we have full connectivity. Now we need to go a hopper in here and a hopper there. So now that's done. So then from here we need another comparator, because this section right here, this bottom section right here, is your non-stackables and your stackable items, and this is a variable item sorter, which means it's going to sort every single item in the game, and it's only 2 wide. So let's continue on. We'll get another observer, go 1 out, and then go 1, 2, and 3 more. We need to get a slab. We need to place it right underneath. Get a repeater set to 3 ticks with a block on top. We need to get a repeater set to 4 ticks, a comparator, and 2 more repeaters. Okay, so now from here, get your observer detecting block. Like I said, I recommend trapdoors. Crouch and place it there, or if you feel like it, you could just place a block there, place it there. There we go. Either one works. Just get it where when this repeater powers this trapdoor, it powers. So let's pop around to the back side over here. We're going to seal this in. We're going to place a hopper going into the dropper. We're going to end the we're going to now take our hoppers, place one in there and one in there. Break it. There we go. This is going to be for your shulker boxes. This is the shulker box system that the items get transported to. So get your observers again. Go 1, 2, 3. One out, one going towards the side of the build, and one back. Just like that. Get another sticky piston, and on this observer place the sticky piston, then come around to the back other side and place your observer. Now that system is powered. That system will break the shulker boxes and then power your dispenser to shoot out another shulker box. Now this comparator here is to redirect this redstone, because we don't want that redstone activating this piston. We need to go up 2, break the bottom one, and add an observer. So from here, we're slowly building it up. We will get our other piston and we will place it right there. We'll place an observer on top and a comparator. That observer's sole purpose is to update this comparator. I did it going the wrong direction and it didn't work. Then I flipped it around and it worked. So we'll place a sticky piston here, a block here, a comparator there, and a torch here. Now all these systems are activated. Now let's just do this just because we can. Let's get us one shulker box. We'll load up more later. And we need to get ourselves the dropper. One of the two droppers. That's the dispenser, there's a dropper. Right here, place it. Get yourself a hopper and place it in there. Now get your one random item. Throw it in. That will lock it and also dispense a shulker box, which is pretty neat. Which is pretty good. So now we need to get our sorter in. So take your 21 named items. I got these named filter. You can name them whatever you want. But we need to make sure that all of these are filled except for this one spot. Because we don't want anything to go into the system that isn't supposed to. So there's that. Now, on top of here, we need to add a gravity affected block. Get your cauldrons and place one behind this one and one on top of this piston. Get your water buckets. Create your infinite water source. Place one in there and one in there. You do not have to use water buckets. You can use bottles full with water if you're worried that placing the water in the bucket will break things. That's fine as long as it works. Now, behind this one, we need to place a block. We'll turn that off because we don't need it. On, in fact, it doesn't matter. And we will get an observer onto there. I'm just going to put up 2 more blocks and we will place a sticky piston on the bottom of that. That black was temporary. So now, off of this observer right here, we need to pull a signal out. So grab it and go down 1 and then go over 2 more. 1, 2. We'll place a block and we'll add some redstone dust. Place a temporary block. Get yourself a sticky piston again and place it going down. Get yourself another observer. Temporary break that, and we'll place it going towards the sand. There we go. That's done. Now we need to create a clock. Get a slab. Place it on the top part of this observer. Get a comparator. Place it. And we will go up with the block, down with the slab, break this one, place a dust. Normal block, normal block. Then we will create this shape, break out the center, and we will add a tail to it. Now, we'll get our torches. Place the torch right there. It activates the system, so we'll just throw that back in. In fact, actually, we need to get that filter block out because we need to keep them in there. So, if you ever you got to make sure that these filters don't get removed or your system won't work right. Get a repeater. Set it here and go dust, dust, and dust. Dust here. Another comparator here. That kills the clock. So now, if I place this in here, it's not going to go anywhere. So next, we place a redstone torch. We need to place a block underneath it and one away. And we need a sticky piston. One block next to it. Actually, one more down. Just place it right there, because then we'll get our one redstone block and we will power this. Get yourself a dust, place it there. Alright, now one last bit. This is pretty much done. All we need to do is get the dispensing system out. So we'll take a dropper. Right alongside of this cauldron, we'll place the dropper. We will get ourselves a dispenser, or other dispenser, and then right underneath that, place it there. Get yourself a comparator, place it there. Get yourself some ice. I recommend packed ice. Place them there, and cover up. Oh, sorry guys. Cover up the rest. We don't need the. Oh, we don't need a block there. I'm just going to put one there for aesthetics. But what we do need is something there and there. That will allow items to skirt along the edge and be able to be processed by the hopper. So, and then there we go. In fact, we're done. So all we have to do is come here and load up with shulker boxes. It's going the more shulker boxes you have, the more items you can actually sort through. Alright, that's good enough. So I'll be right back just so we can get it tested. Okay guys, I'm back. And I've got myself a small water stream, shulker box with a bunch of random items, some of them even mixed. Let's just mix these up a little more. There we go. That's pretty well mixed. So let's break the shulker box and throw it in. As you can see, it goes in automatically. Now if I try to throw any item in, no matter what it is, it's not going to go through the shulker box because that hopper is locked. So we'll let this process, gather up all of these as we see them. And I'm going to talk to you quickly about this water stream, because it's come to my attention some of you guys aren't as advanced as I believe a lot of you guys are, because I've known about this for years. But what happens is a cake is not exactly a full block. So as items come in and crash into the cakes, they get pushed on afterwards, and they are partially right there. They're still classified in this block, but they can actually be picked up by a hopper that is right along here, which is great for item sorting. So all you have to do is I recommend just water stream, block, water stream, double cake, start your line of hoppers and keep going. Now, so these are now all done. So we'll grab all of these and we will place all of these as soon as I can get them out of my inventory. And we'll take a quick look, because you saw that everything was scattered. So and we don't have any of the non-stackables because they're all in here. And we don't have any. No, we don't have any of there, so we didn't get the dispenser, and the shulker box got stuck. If this is empty, you will lose. So have a lot of shulker boxes. Have this practically almost always full, so you're able to use it. We still got the 18 plus 3, and it's now unlocked. So, and yeah, but back to the water stream real fast. So, every 8 blocks, place a sign or some other things. You don't have to have a sign. You can use a trapdoor on one part of it. You can use slabs, stairs. You can use whatever to stop the water except for a full block because it has to pass through. So, I prefer using signs or slabs. Cakes, cakes, dragon eggs, ender chests, normal chests, trap chests are your best friends. Those are the ones that you want. Recently, Ilmingo put out a video on using sieve pickles for alignment. That doesn't work on console, so yeah, you will not see me make a tutorial. You won't see me use it at all because it doesn't work. But you guys, this is the Redstone Wizard. Enjoy building.